What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to episode 12 of the V or the Z build, aka that Bowtie Z32. If you're not following on Instagram, go check it out. It's that Bowtie Z32, and please check out the build. You can see from very beginning of the car to where it is now. You can see all the little tips and tricks and tidbits of where the car started and now where it is today. Shout out to all of those who have subscribed, all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers, the people that constantly comment, like, and continue to push me forward into continuing to do these videos for you guys and giving you guys new and more exciting content. Speaking of that, we got a new mount for our light so that whenever I'm filming, you guys have better light into what I'm doing. Speaking of what I'm filming, there is the beautiful Nardo gray cage. We do have a couple of imperfections on it, but nothing too crazy. I did talk to Carter, who owns Carter's Auto Body, Mr. Burt, and he said that it shouldn't be a problem at all to be able to sand those out and polish it back, and you will never tell that they're there. So I'm going to hopefully have him in another episode helping me do that, and we shall see. He is a very busy man. But today what we're going to be doing is sanding the inside of the car, getting it prepped, and getting it ready to shoot, and also taping the cage up. I'm probably going to tape the cage up first because I do not want to get sandpaper, dust. I do not want to get dust on the cage, just to prevent any kind of weirdness from whenever I go to spray the inside of the car, random dust pockets and stuff like that. So we're going to really go through and tape the car up nice and clean, especially in here. I have paper stuff in here for right now. We're going to really blow that out after we sand all these different little holes and cavities that the inside of this car can hold dust, which can ruin your paint job. So after we get done sanding, we're going to blow it out really well, come back, clean it, blow it out again just like we did the engine bay, and then we're going to shoot the green for the interior, which is super exciting. And thank you guys so much for coming around. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Instagram channel, that Bowtie Z32. We'll catch you in the next clip. Alright guys, a little bit of a tape job. This is where I'm going to be taping on the inside right here to cover this up. These as well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go around the base of them and then cover up the threads. I'm not worried about getting a whole lot of paint in this area. I do want it all to match, but right in here, as you can see, that's what I was talking about on the passenger side, right there. And then as far as the bolt and the nut goes, again, we're just going to tape around it and tape it off really nice and clean so that when we do paint it, you're going to have a little bit of, you're going to have obviously primer underneath this, but no one's ever going to see that because there's going to be a nut there. So nothing too terrible to worry about. Just make sure that you do have paint on areas that are raw metal. That's the main thing. But we do want every piece of this car to look as good as we can get it. And that includes taking some extra time and taping these up properly. As you can see where we are with the cage, it is papered on the back half, and then I'm going to transition to the front and continue taping. everybody. So I had to cut it short the last time on the last clip you just saw because I just ran out of materials. I ran out of tape, I ran out of paper, I ran out of everything. So Tuesday was kind of or actually it was Wednesday. Wednesday is when I was working on it. Wednesday was actually a little bit of a shit show. So anyways, here we are. If you haven't noticed, the hatch is off. The hatch is over here. I had some of the guys at work help me get it off because it is quite heavy. So I'm actually repairing the warp that I put in it on accident. Again, I got it fixed like 90% of the way, 95% of the way. So it's just a little skim coat. There's also a whole bunch of other dents around where that was. So that's why there's a bunch of skim coat on it. However, here's the car. We are going to be back taping everything along the drip rail here and covering up the tail lights and just covering all the holes that we can because we don't want any overspray to the outside of the car, so that whenever we go to prep the outside of the car, there's not extra paint there that wasn't there previously. So the cage is all taped up. I taped up the windshield and down the A-pillars. I have to finish taping up the roof and the driver's side glass. And then after that, we'll open the doors up fully, cover them, and probably, I think I'm just going to bag the steering column. I don't really feel like taking it out, honestly. It's not a lot of work. It's just extra time I don't really need to spend on it. I can just bag it with a trash bag or with the plastic wrap I have, and it saves me time. So we're going to do that, and then we'll start sanding and getting everything ready to prep for the green. So that's super exciting to have the interior of the car hopefully painted by the end of the day. But you know me, you know how everything works on this channel. It sounds good in theory, it sounds good on paper, sometimes it doesn't happen. So let's get to work, let's see where we get. Alright guys, I feel like I owe you an explanation. So back taping, so that's what I'm doing right now, what you just saw. Back taping is when you take your tape. So let's say we're doing a piece this, say it's just that long. You're going to stick the sticky side to the outside of where you're trying to spray. So like for me, I'm sticking it to the outside lip of the drip rail here for your weather stripping. So I'm sticking it to the outside because I want to paint the inside. So whenever I stick it to the outside, what it does is gives me a good surface, but then I just fold it over like so, so that then it's sticky on the other side as well, so that whenever you go to lay your plastic or paper or whatever you are to the outside of the car, you have something to stick to. Now the trick is to put your paper or your plastic just below the rim. So just below the very top point of your tape. So for me, it would be halfway down this tape. And then what you do is you come back with this tape or another round of tape and tape over top of your plastic to the back taping you just did. So it gives you a sandwich layer. So it prevents any kind of bleed through. It prevents any kind of overspray or anything that you don't want to get onto the rest of the car. Just a little tip and trick for you. And I know not a lot of people understand how that works, so I wanted to give you guys a better explanation of what I was doing. So this is called back taping, and now what I'm going to do is put the plastic over the car, a big long sheet, come back with a razor blade and cut out what I don't want, which is going to be in this area, pull it out, and then come back with more tape and lay over top of the plastic and adhere it and sandwich the plastic to the tape I just put down. So that is back taping. Alright guys, so the car is completely taped up and masked off the way that I needed to be. I need to do the windshield, sorry. I did not even think about that. I need to do the outside of the windshield. But other than that, it is completely taped up, taped off. So what we're going to do is take my DAs. I have a 6-inch. This is the one that you've seen me use all the time. And I recently just picked up a little 3-inch so that I can get in those little small corners. So I'll be using these guys and soft pads with 320 to go back through the car and prep it all the exact same way we did the engine bay. And then we'll shoot it. We'll clean it out, clean it up, and shoot it green. So super exciting. That is a major step. And then all that's left is prepping the outside of the car to spray the outside. So we're getting really, really close, guys. This is super exciting. I hope you guys are excited as I am to see this car back in paint. And let's get it.
The next day.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's a couple days later than I usually post videos, and I'm sorry about that, but I really just want to make sure that I prep the inside of the car properly, and I didn't want to keep putting time into videotaping me prepping the car because it honestly gets kind of boring, and I know you guys don't exactly want to see that. So I cut it short, and I've been prepping the car on and off the last couple of days. I put about 4 hours in on Saturday to try and get this thing prepped out, and then had to cut it short because we had a couple of things going on with some friends. But anyways, the car is fully prepped now, and I'm gonna wipe it down with some of my wax and grease remover, and then we'll spray it. All right, guys, paint gun's loaded. Let's spray some green.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big boss, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me. Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about. Have your fucking cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. Bitch, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Alright guys, I just got done spraying the clear coat and I'm sorry I didn't get a better video of that, but I just started rolling and trying to get this knocked out. But here we go, check it out. Super good looking. There is some trash back here, it's all good. Again, you know, at the end of the day, you can see it right there, see all the dots. I had a unfortunate incident where a bug came in there too, like in the middle. So all that I can honestly sand out and respray if I really want to. I don't really know if I want to though, to be honest, because it'll be covered up with other stuff. But here we go with all this. I mean, it does just look so good. And again, a lot of this, you know, I keep telling myself, trying to make this thing perfect, but a lot of this you're not even gonna see. Like back here, the battery's gonna be in here, so you're not gonna see like that. There's gonna be some panels back here. So you're really not gonna see a whole lot of this. Again, I just wanted to paint it, but here she is. Definitely the most challenging thing I've ever painted in my life. Can't even get a good, hang on, I think this thing is not turned up all the way, maybe. There we go. You can see the color in it now. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's a, I would give it like a 8 out of 10. There's some things that I would change as far as how I did it. Yeah, I give it like an 8 out of 10. Back here especially, like that's like 4 out of 10. I should have been smart and I should have blown it out before I started to clear. I didn't think that much dust had fallen, but clearly there was some that had fallen, so all good. That can be sanded out if I really choose to. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm gonna think on it, but anyways, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Thanks again for coming around and checking out the video. I appreciate it. You know, hit that subscribe button. It really does help me. And if you like what you see, I mean, why wouldn't you hit subscribe? So, but yeah, check out that Bowtie Z32 on Instagram. And again, thank you guys. It means a lot. Peace.